Hi everyone and welcome to 5 Points Blue. I'm Kelsey Charles, joined by Christy Scales, Nita Shrikant, and Miss Lindsay Cash. The Cowboys are coming off a tough loss on Monday Night Football, falling to the Washington Redskins 20-17 in overtime. It was a game to say the least, but they have a short week, a quick turnaround. They face Arizona this weekend before they head over to London and face the Jaguars. So how important is it going to be for this team to rebound and really pull themselves together to face their next opponent?
Well, it's tough being a short week because most of the injury news has been with Tony Romo, and justifiably so. His status has been day-to-day, but it's the same thing with the starting left guard, Ron Leary. You know, they were already without starting right tackle Doug Free the last 2 weeks with a broken bone in his right foot, and then Justin Durant's biceps injury, a torn biceps, could be a season ender. So this is not a good time injury-wise to have a short week. And also they're going against the Cardinals, who at 6-1 are off to their best start since 1974, back when the Cardinals were in St. Louis. So it's a tough chore this week.
And I know the last time the Cowboys actually beat the Cardinals, I was heading to the DMV getting my license, 16 years old. So it's been a while. And the thing about the Cardinals is that they play the Seahawks on a regular basis. They play the 49ers. In my opinion, I think the Cowboys in their mind are just the Cowboys. So that mindset they're coming in, and what they saw last week, the blueprint that the Redskins gave, could be deadly.
Well, and I think you're talking about the blitzing, aggressive style of the Redskins, the 5 sacks of Tony Romo, but it wasn't just the sacks. I mean, that what was impressive to me for the Redskins, I think the reason they won that game is their 2 young cornerbacks, Emerson and Bashad Breeland. You know, what a great job they did, because when a team blitzes you, an offense, especially a Tony Romo, a Scott Linehan, a Cowboy play caller, you love that, you welcome that, because when the other team is blitzing you, that's opportunities out there. They're sending an extra defender into your offensive backfield, which means it's a gamble. If you can take advantage of it, you can hit some big plays. The Cowboys weren't able to do that, but the Cardinals have a very aggressive style. They blitz more than any other team in the NFL, more than the Redskins, but this is interesting. They blitz 40% of the snaps, but they only have 7 sacks this year, which is among fewest in the league, only 1 per game. So,
well, Nita, you mentioned that you thought this game, the Arizona game, could be a sleeper team for this Cowboys team to face, and I think I might agree with you on that, honestly. They have been impressive so far this year. They've beat the Chargers, 49ers, and Redskins, and most recently the Eagles, and I think their teams already has something to say about their upcoming matchup against the Cowboys, don't they?
Yeah, Tyrann Mathieu, their cornerback, he actually tweeted out right after the game, "Can't wait to get to Dallas." I think it's in reference to seeing a weakness. The Redskins were bringing 8 and 9, just like Chrissy said, they're bringing 8 and 9 all night. And I think their defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles, is accustomed to bringing the pressure. They're excited about the opportunities.
So, Christy, you also mentioned the fact that Tony Romo went down in the 3rd quarter of the Monday Night Football game. Obviously, it was a huge deal to watch the quarterback of your team be on the ground and stay down there for so long like he did. But he ended up coming back after Brandon Weeden went into the game, and he ended up coming back in the 4th quarter and taking over in overtime. Obviously, the Cowboys were not able to pull out a win, but it was kind of controversial, the fact that he went out of the game and then came back. So what are your thoughts on that whole situation? Should they have brought Tony Romo back in, or should he have gone back in the game, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think there's a lot of opinions on that, but at the end of the day, Jason Garrett says it, everyone around here says it, Tony Romo is the starting quarterback. So if he says he's ready and he's had experience with pain, so Jason Garrett said, Tony has credibility there. If he tells me he's okay, then he's okay. But I was comforted by Brandon Weeden just to know that Tony Romo, 34 years old, getting banged up a little bit in the middle of the season, Brandon Weeden did okay.
Yeah, I think he did better than okay. He was in for 2 drives and got 10 points off of that. He played very well. His quarterback rating is over 140. Now, that's because it's such a small sample size. But I think the important thing about Romo coming back, yes, it's Jason Garrett trusting the word of his franchise player. But it's also important to note that Romo was medically cleared by the doctors. And so I think people get caught up in the fact that, oh, Romo wanted to play or Jerry Jones came down to the sideline. The fact is, he was medically cleared to play. Jason Garrett trusted the word of his player. The word that Jason kept using during the week was functional. He was functional. He could perform his duties as quarterback. Was he as good at the end as he was at the beginning of the game? I would say no. He didn't look 100% to me. But, you know, those 3 incompletions in overtime, the game kind of ended you know, in a disappointing fashion for the Cowboys, but he was medically cleared to return.
And Lindsay, you mentioned the fact that he did a pretty decent job when he was in there. You said 2 scoring drives. He led Dane Bailey to get a field goal, and he had a 25-yard pass to Jason Witten for a touchdown too. And it's also important to note that Brandon Weeden gets a lot more reps as a backup quarterback than a lot of other backup quarterbacks in this league because Tony routinely takes Wednesdays off. So when they're installing their plan for the week, Whedon's in there game planning with these major key players in the team. So you could see that chemistry kind of translate onto the actual playing field on Monday night. So it is comforting to say the least. Stay up to date with all the latest going on with the team and around Valley Ranch on 5pointsblue.com. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.